Stephen R. Covey, one of the greatest authors, and I'm talking posthumously because he is gone. He wrote a concept which he calls the Pygmalion effect. The Pygmalion effect speaks about the performance of the next person premised upon how another person perceives them. So you look at the child at Holy Rosary and you see this child as a dumb cop. You see this child as an incapacitated performer, somebody who can never give you distinction. Naturally, universally, conservatively, traditionally, this child is going to perform according to how you perceive them. We are giving you examination as per our environment. We are assessing your capacity for the knowledge that you have procured throughout the year. But it should not end there. You should continually capacitate yourself, develop yourself personally, so that even when we don't see you in the next 5 years, you are still making an impact in other environments which you will be occupying, not only this environment. Your power is not only in the certificate you will be awarded in this environment, but your power is in positioning yourself for global impact. Where you are headed to, we will not be there. And you are going to meet other performers who are not only local, but they are global. So you may be our champion here, but where you are headed to, you become a non-entity. Nobody recognizes you where you are going, but we recognize you in this environment. And that's why I'm saying you need to position yourself not only for this environment, but for all the environments globally. And it begins with how you think about yourself. We call that in psychology paradigm. When we say paradigm shift, we are talking about a shift in perception. First, how you perceive yourself should not be informed only by how we perceive you. He missed call this one. Let me redial. Your self-perception should not be informed only or first by how we perceive you. It should be informed by how you perceive yourself, so that you can tell the difference between how we perceive you and how you should be perceived. If you don't perceive yourself excellently, if you don't perceive yourself phenomenally, we will come and perceive you in the way we perceive ourselves. Remember, people see you based on how they see themselves. So how we see you, it's not always the truth of the status of your life. It is how you see yourself which becomes the truth of the status of your life. And how we see you as your parents, as your educators, as your brothers and sisters should be a bonanza and add on to the substratum of self-perception or self-paradigm. Ungatiboni mwananga kufana na huku, tiboni tani higama. Kuri hina loko ikubona kufana na huku, our perception should not matter because you have self-perception already. Stephen R. Covey, one of the greatest authors, and I'm talking posthumously because he is gone. He wrote a concept which he calls the Pygmalion effect. The Pygmalion effect speaks about the performance of the next person premised upon how another person perceives them. So you look at the child at Holy Rosary and you see this child as a dumb cop. You see this child as an incapacitated performer, somebody who can never give you distinction. Naturally, universally, conservatively, traditionally, this child is going to perform according to how you perceive them. And that's why there are learners who are not performing at peak because of the perceptions of the educators teaching them in the class. The point you get to and you change an educator who's going to form a better perception about this child, you start seeing an unleashed potential and unlocked capacity of the child in terms of performance. They start doing better because the now teacher is perceiving them better.